Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to continue to talk about the greatest revolution in horror since, well, I can't remember a time since a revolution this great in horror actually happened. So we're going to be talking about the Poohniverse. The Poohniverse, for those of you who don't know, Pooh, Blood and Honey, #1 obviously came out. It was that horror movie about Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, you know, terrorizing people, killing people. We've got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, which has just come out as well. And they're expanding their universe with Bambi, with Pinocchio, with Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, and all of these kind of old Disney characters are coming together to form this kind of B-movie kind of horror universe. And up next, we have the standalone horror movie for Bambi himself. You heard that right, Bambi is going to be the star of a horror movie. Bambi The Reckoning is called. So this article comes to us from Comic Flick News. Get ready to, you know, have your minds blown by a Bambi horror movie. So, Bambi The Reckoning teaser transforms Disney classic into dark and gritty tale. I mean, having a rogue deer whose mother was shot and now is going on a rampage against the hunters who killed his mother, I mean, that's quite a cool story. And when we look at this picture here of kind of like a rampaging deer just covered in blood, out for revenge, just trying to kill people, like, take my money all day long. Like, I absolutely love this kind of stuff. It's so crazy and wacky and out there, and it's hard to take serious, but at the same time, I'm so interested in my sort of, you know, my sort of curiosity factor just peaks like massively with these kind of movies. You know, you're not going to get anything amazing out of these kind of movies, but it's just the curiosity factor. It's hard to deny, you know, just how interesting these movies can be. So, exciting news for fans of Winnie the Pooh universe. As I say, guys, the Winnie the Pooh universe is called the Poohniverse. It's kind of a dumb name, but that's what it's called going forward. So, Umbrella Entertainment has unveiled the first look at the highly anticipated standalone film, Bambi The Reckoning, promising a thrilling expansion to the beloved Disney world. Disney horror world. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, just a quick recap. These old characters that, you know, come from Disney, they're now in the public domain. What that means is that after a certain amount of time and a certain amount of years have passed, these characters, they enter the public domain, and now anybody can use any of these old Disney characters for any means necessary. They can put them in movies, they can put them in books, they can put them in animation. As long as you don't use the Disney version of these characters, you can use these characters for your own purposes in any way, shape or form that you like, as long as you don't copy the Disney versions. And that's how they're managing to make these kind of Disney horror movies, because, you know, they're freely available for anybody to use for any reason. So, the 1-minute teaser offers a glimpse into the darker and more suspenseful tone of the upcoming film. So, set in the woods, the teaser features two men on a hunting expedition, setting the stage for an intense and gripping narrative. As they discuss their hunting experiences, the tension mounts, leading to a startling revelation about their encounter with a deer, setting the stage for the transformation of Bambi into a vicious killing machine. Bambi, vicious killing machine. That's 4 words that I never expected to hear in a movie. As horror fans, we live in a golden era of, like, horror revolution, as I said at the beginning of the video. Having these old Disney characters turn into horror, like horror icons, I'm just here for it. It's dumb fun. Like, it just is what it is, and like, I'm all over it, man. The one thing that I will say, taking a look at this official teaser here, just looking at the thumbnail of the video, I think they did themselves dirty here, because this is the thumbnail to their official trailer for their movie, and this thumbnail is really, really bad. If you're trying to give a first impression to this upcoming Bambi horror movie, and you give us this kind of really dark, gritty version, I almost can't even decipher what this image is. It's like a silhouette of a deer's head, but you can't really see any of the picture. It doesn't show anything. And I think it's a really bad image to use, you know, to give people a first impression of your Bambi horror trailer. That's just a little criticism that I have. The actual trailer itself is quite fun, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, the thumbnail is a little bit lacking, and I think they should improve that going forward to give fans a better first impression. So, the vicious animal seems to have impressive powers as it topples a car with its antlers. Yeah, so in order for it to shove a truck over onto its side, this Bambi character, he's obviously jacked up, or, you know, maybe a super deer to some degree, I don't know, has some sort of supernatural powers, but definitely quite powerful. So the official logline reads, we follow Zana, Roxanne McKee, and her son Benji, Tom Merlerin, who find themselves in a car wreck and soon hunted down by the vicious killing machine, Bambi. Bambi will destroy anyone in its path. Oh dear, we aren't done. Oh dear, we aren't done. So cheesy, so fun. Just gotta love it. You just gotta play along with it. You just gotta jump into the kind of humor and satire of the whole thing. Don't take it seriously. Just have fun with it, guys. Enjoy it. You know, these kind of movies aren't there to be, you know, Oscar masterpieces. They're there to just enjoy and have fun and be part of the kind of zeitgeist of the satirical nature of the whole thing, I guess. So, Dan Allen directs the film from a script by Felix Sultan and Reese Warrington. It stars Roxanne McKee, Nicola White, Samira Mighty, Tom Merlerin, Andrea Ralph, and Russell Jeffrey Banks. The horror film uses the character from the classic 1923 Felix Sultan novel Bambi, A Life in the Woods, which was later the basis for the iconic Disney movie 1942's Bambi. However, the universe of public domain characters will grow into a bigger franchise. Like I said, guys, they got the Poohniverse, they've got Peter Pan, they've got Tinkerbell, they've got Pinocchio. Obviously, you've got all of Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, the Owl. So yeah, you've got all these different characters, which is, you know, going to be absolutely insane. When they come together for that team-up movie, woo, that's going to be absolute carnage. So, set to join the villainous Disney characters in the massive crossover event. So, before the crossover event, several characters will receive their own standalone films. Bambi The Reckoning, obviously what we've just been talking about, marks the first of many, followed by Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. That's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that one. And Pinocchio Unstrung. I love the title for that, Pinocchio Unstrung. That has so many cool sort of nuances in the title, Pinocchio being unstrung. Pinocchio made his debut in the recently premiered Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2. Ah, that's interesting. I haven't actually seen Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 yet, so that's interesting. That might be a bit of a spoiler there. Pinocchio is in that movie. Oh, that's interesting. So, setting the stage for further exploration of these dark and twisted tales. While an official release date for Bambi The Reckoning is yet to be announced, audiences can expect the film to hit theatres in late 2024. In the meantime, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is currently thrilling audiences in theatres. The thing that's great about these movies is they don't take long to make. They can literally churn these movies out at 100 miles an hour. They don't take long in post-production. You know, there's not massive, like, CGI effects going on. Although, in this movie, I'm expecting there's going to be a little bit more CGI than there is in Pooh Blood and Honey. Pooh Blood and Honey, they're mostly like costumes, actors in costumes, and the blood is all like practical and stuff. Whereas in the trailer here, Bambi looked more like a CGI character. So there might be a little bit more post-production work on this movie. But still, they can put these movies out quick. They're cheap. They make, you know, more money. You know, return on investment is great. So, you know, all the more power to the people behind the camera. As the franchise continues to evolve, fans can anticipate a spine-chilling journey into the depths of horror and imagination, reimagining childhood favourites in a terrifying new light. Prepare for a cinematic experience like no other as the world of Winnie the Pooh expands into uncharted and sinister territory. So yeah, since a lot of these characters become public domain, there's been a lot of cheap knockoffs and kind of these YouTube trailers and videos popping up, you know, about, you know, Steamboat Willie and all these different characters that people are trying to make. But this seems like the one kind of, you know, company that's actually trying to make a decent run of building a universe off of these public domain characters. And it seems like they're having a bit of success. You know, with the first Pooh Blood and Honey, they made it for $100,000. It went on to make over $5 million in profit. So they absolutely made tons of money on that movie. Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is probably going to be profitable again. People are really enjoying that movie. And they're probably going to do the same with Bambi. And they're having a great time making these movies. They're making a lot of money. And I think a lot of horror fans like myself are really going to enjoy the satirical nature of it. But yeah, guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this movie, Bambi The Reckoning. Does it pique your interest like me? Do you think it looks dumb? Do you think it looks great? Are you interested? And what did you think of the small teaser trailer as well? Just let me know all your thoughts, comments, and opinions. I really can't wait to see what you guys say about this because it looks just ridiculous, but it looks so fun at the same time. And as always, guys, I do appreciate you being here and talking about this movie news with me. I will see you in the next one.